Hello, great people. Welcome back to our channel. Still talking about the crisis in Rivers State and also the verdict that was passed some few days ago by the Federal High Court in Abuja over the halting of the Rivers State allocation. You know, as of that day, that particular court judgment came up, Fubara was in the church. I think precisely was on 30th of October. Fubara was in the church thanking God for preserving his life and keeping his administration till now. And when the information got to him, he stood on the platform and opened up that no matter what judgment is coming forth, that he will pay salaries, he will pay his project contractors. He said a lot of things that those who have not been paid, even the local government, are going to be paid their salaries and all of that. And he fulfilled it. Guess what? The 27 lawmakers, let me call them ex-lawmakers, and you wouldn't be wrong, are were very hot by that particular statement by the governor. And this time around, they are dragging everybody. They are speaking hot, and they are saying that when the sledgehammer of the law will come, that even the commissioners should get ready. Let me allow you to listen to them and get to hear how Amaewhule, who is the ex-speaker, took out time to talk about what they have under their sleeve for Fubara and his commissioners. I'll move back to
honorable members. Knowing today that you are heroes of our democracy. Don't bother yourself about what people will type in the social media, what they want to say. Those who are hired to go to media houses to cast aspersions on our persons. But just take solace in the fact that some people must take the bullet for our democracy. Nowhere in the world, nowhere I can say so, there is no state in this Federation of Nigeria that any state government is spending without approval by the Assembly. Only in Rivers State. This is the first time in the history of our country that we'll have a sitting governor who has no respect for the Constitution. He feels he is above the Constitution. He feels he is above the Supreme Court, the Court of Appeal, the Federal High Courts. That is why he has vowed, I've said it repeatedly, that Similar Fubara has vowed never to obey the Constitution and not to obey courts in this country. Does so with impunity, with total disregard to laws of Rivers State and to this arm of government, the legislature, with members who were elected the same day he was elected. The same way people elected him is the same way we were all elected in our constituencies. But he sees himself as an emperor who is above the law. Honorable members, we have it on record that this same governor, shortly after the judgment of the Court of Appeal, told the media, the press, Rivers people, that he will not obey the judgment. He said so, he's on camera, that he will not obey the judgment, that he will go ahead and pay salaries, withdraw funds, and continue to spend and pay contractors. The governor said so. It goes to show that Rivers State is in a big problem. We have elected a man who will never abide by the Constitution and laws of this state or of this country. It's quite a shame in the Committee of States that we have a governor who cannot be trusted with power. He has no business leading Rivers State if he will not obey the same laws he wants citizens of Rivers State to obey. He wants people to obey laws, but he doesn't want to obey laws because he feels it's above laws of the state. It's quite a shame. It's quite an anathema, an aberration that must not be allowed to continue. We must continue to take steps. We swore to the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Each and every one of us swore to the Constitution to protect it. We have a duty to protect the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. We will not go back on our oath of office. No matter threats from anybody, we will stand firm and ensure that this Constitution is obeyed. The governor is not above the Constitution. We will not relent. The governor must be made to obey the Constitution. There is no going back. We will not stop until he realizes that he's not above the Constitution. The fact that he has immunity does not mean he will escape the wrath of the law. Honorable members, the governor has employed the services of permanent secretaries, some staff of the Rivers State government, to disobey this judgment of the court, to disobey this assembly. Honorable members, all of them, including permanent secretaries that the governor is using, the Accountant General of Rivers State, all those impostors in the states who are claiming to be commissioners, who are not commissioners of Rivers State, spending taxpayers' money without approval will all face the law. They will have a date with the law at some point in time. Make no mistake about it. All those who are claiming to be commissioners who were never screened, who are parading themselves as commissioners of River State government, they were never screened, in line with the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. They are spending taxpayers' money without approval. They have no authority to approve or spend taxpayers' money. They are doing so with the order of the governor. All of them should know that they don't have immunity. None of them has immunity. Only the governor. Even the governor's immunity will expire one day. But those of them helping the governor to circumvent the law, disobey and trample upon the constitution, should know that there is a legislature in this country that are ready to ensure that this constitution is obeyed, and will stop at nothing towards our efforts in ensuring that the constitution is obeyed. And we believe that they will bow to the constitution, they will bow to the states, they will bow to our laws. So rest assured that they have a date with the law, all of them. They are only doing what they are doing now, but their time is running out, because we have a duty. We have sworn to this constitution, and we will uphold the constitution and ensure that they too abide by the constitution. So,
all right, welcome back. My colleague is in the house. You've heard everything that they have heard said, and already they are giving Nigeria an inkling of what will happen to the commissioners alongside Fubara when his position will be taken away from him. What's your position on all of this?
Well, from all I see, you agree with me that there's this confidence they have about the judiciary that all will be well, and all will go well in their favor. You wouldn't blame them. OCJ, one of the three wise men in River State, OCJ Okocha, did promise them that the Lord is on their side and the law is on their side, and Supreme Court will favor them. That they are on the right side and the right track, they will get back their mandate. So if a legal luminary of that magnitude and that level of experience will give them that assurance, of course, what else again? Who else again would dare to tell them it's not possible? So they're already giving forewarning to Fubara, and the commissioner said, okay, we may understand that Fubara has got the immunity clause just for a season, and they believe that it will all this clause will end by 2027, and he may likely never get that seat. And they believe very strongly also that if Fubara will have immunity clause, you commissioners, the sledgehammer of the law will come against you. All those things you people claim that you have eaten, you will vomit it. Both the commissioners, the accountant general, but they have also forgotten that they're not looking at that sledgehammer of the law where the Constitution of Nigeria speaks. Let's forget the fact that we have the judiciary golden boy around. Let's look at Constitution the way it is. There's something strong. If you check our playlist, you get to see something strong that Edwin Clark said. The way they are going after other people, they should go after these guys, because they have over time shown that they have lied under oath.
Perjury.
Do you understand? Perjury. So if you have lied under oath, what is stopping the agencies from doing their job? Okay, let's assume that we did not see other part. Maybe the Constitution is blind to us. But what about people have not done half and they lose their seat? I'm talking about those who mistakenly their dates don't tally. Just INEC form that they don't tally, and you're able to prove it beyond reasonable doubt that is forgery. It's over. They even go as far as going there. Some things that have never been done before in Nigeria, antecedents that have never been created. These guys have created and recreated, and they are still bouncing, making great. You can imagine what they are saying, that the great arm of the law, the hammer of the law, and they're not even looking at themselves. If this hammer too will not break their head. Come on. The level of impunity, I see them talking with confidence. People who don't have seats. And they say, by constitution, you don't have seat. They're the one that opened their mouth and they followed due process. Only for them to come and say they never did that. In fact, it is actually Fubara that wants to push them by all means. Haba, with all the camera, all the evidences everywhere, come on, let's get real here. Whatever we are saying, as they are let me quote the word of their oga. He said, Inyendieba. As the law is putting hammer as they claim, they should also look at themselves, because those who live in glass house don't throw stone. You cannot be claiming the hammer of the law. Okay, your own side, have you checked your life? all the things you came, you said you followed due process, only for you to retrace and say, I never defected. Even went behind and stopped INEC from conducting election, halting
which
them.
Means that you know.
Which means you are in the know of what you're
really
doing. When you now discover that, if I see don't halt the election, which means I defected, or let's go back and say there was no, let's allow them to do elections to show that also we did not, if they had to go back. You see them shooting themselves in the leg all over, making judicial mistakes here and there. And Nigerians are watching. But let's see how this law of the land and this hammer of the law will play. Because whatever, creation or whatever, drama the judicial will create, they should not forget that Nigerians are watching. And the next line of leaders will build on the foundation laid by the Martin Amaewhule's group.
Exactly. All right. Now, interestingly, there's another thing that really bothers me, and it has to do with the fact that they are talking to human beings, and the way they are inciting them, a kind of, because if you can play dumb if you don't know what is awaiting you, talking about 2027, because this thing they are saying, whoever that is part of Fubara's listing government should know that if Fubara is thrown out, what will follow afterwards will be so hot. And they have already given the people in England that, hey, we'll come after you. What do you think will happen now? Do you think that these guys are going to strengthen their force and stand against them seriously?
You quickly remind me of what just a few hours ago, if I had to check our playlist to get to see it, where Ambassador Amaewhule, that's the Obiakpo local government, the executive chairman, that's Chijioke. He said made strong statement, and he told them to their faces. He said, Wike did 8 years. He's my brother. Amaewhule. He's also from my side. They did 8 years, pocketed Rivers State. Nobody stopped them. Now we have been liberated. Now it's time for Fubara. They say Fubara will not do 4 years. Who is talking about 2027? Say Fubara will do 8 years. That's how he used to play. Everybody that entered used to do 8 years complete. So he already knows that whatever these guys are playing at, 2027, everybody is standing close. Evans Pepe already knows that the only time he became a commissioner is the time of Fubara. Chijioke became a chairman. He said it himself that he worked with Wike and he knows the capacity, he knows what Wike can do. But in all his working with Wike never blessed him, quote and unquote, with executive chairman of any local government. He knew where he placed them. So it was a rare privilege, really, for someone to say, okay, you are loyalist, you work, let's put you here, see what you can do. So he will not joke. He knows Fubara out, he's out. And most of them also know that Fubara gone. Some of them enjoy contracts. Some of them enjoy, even the likes of, though also he also be pursuing his own, but immediately he gets his own, he'll be looking out for Fubara. I'm talking about Ikenga. Because all of them would love, not because, in fact, it's a case of my enemy will now be my friend. Your enemy will be my friend. And all of them that have now entered cabinet of Fubara are automatic enemies of Wike and pro-Wike group. Exactly. So by default, we are forming a formidable team. Whether you like it or not, because you said we are going to see Shege, and we don't want to see Shege. And we know that you people are, so to speak, and that's around judiciary. We will give our all. And power is in our hands now. So why should we lose it to you? So on that day, everybody will bring in all the gods. And I perceive strongly, come to 2027. I don't know how Wike will play it. If God's keeping us all alive, of course, trusting God for the gift of life. He will be running Abuja and Rivers because he knows that he needs to deliver in Rivers. And also, he also needs to deliver Abuja. So I guess he's going to have to put boys everywhere. But I tell you for free that he will be more interested in Rivers than Abuja. Because the structures are there. And because also, Rivers have the crowd, the population. So I perceive it's going to be, and it's not going to be an offside by-election. It's going to be full election. So I see a lot of drama coming out from that place that time.
All right, thank you so much. That's where we'd like to leave it. Let's be in our conversation and talk more on this. Was your standpoint on all the vibrations we are getting from the camp of Martin?